My first name is Patrick and last name's Kelly, and my relationship is that Cab has done an incredible job in helping me get through this incredible crisis. I lost everything I owned the night of the fire, and AAA Insurance had canceled my insurance after 30 years, so left me in the lurch. And so Cab has come to my rescue in a number of ways. I lost all my shade, so they provided shade structures and food and lots of other things, shade cloth, and I just don't know how I would have gotten by without them. The day of the fire, I went down to check on it, and the fireman said, "Nah, you don't need to evacuate or anything." It was only 2 acres at the time, so I went home. And when I got home, the phone rang at 10 o'clock at night telling me to get out of there. And I tried to, and the flames were so great that I couldn't get down the road, so I had to retreat to my house. And I went in trying to get my wife's last letter to me, and the windows blew out from the heat. And so I knew it was looking pretty bad, so I went outside and I had a 30,000 gallon pond that I had to dive into. And for the first 15 minutes, I breathed through a snorkel that I'd fashioned because I was afraid that might happen someday. And then I stayed in the pond most of the night and finally crawled out after I watched everything I built for 45 years burn to the ground. So then that following morning, when it started getting light, I figured I'd better get out of there because nobody was going to come to save me. And so I had to hike 8 miles out, and finally CAL FIRE picked me up and brought me to Davenport to where I had friends. But Cab has been instrumental in keeping me sane. I came really close to moving back to Michigan and giving up. But Grace and Sophia Isai came to my aid and made it so I could stay, and I'm rebuilding as we speak, so appreciate the help. They've had an incredible impact, not only food and shelter, but friendship and the professional way they treated me, and I'll never be able to thank them enough. That's why I made sure I was down here to sing their praises, because without them, I don't know where I'd be right now. It means a lot. The people gather every Tuesday to get the food stuffs and everything, and it brings the community together, and they're just incredible people and have done everything they can to make Davenport a better place. Cab is important because without them, they're the last step. If they weren't here to help, everybody would be without help. We're the lowest people on the rung, and sometimes the government doesn't pay much attention to us, but Cab does, and they're incredible people, and I can't say enough nice things about them. Cab is a great service to the community, and if I was in a position to give money, I would definitely give money to them, and I probably will leave them in my will if I have anything left. But I think people should contribute because these people need it. You know, if they didn't need it, they wouldn't come here, and so we're really lucky to have them in our community, and it'll be a sad day if they ever leave, so I'm hoping they don't. Cab forward, community forward.